Spark'em Entertainment.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. Introducing first, a man who truly needs no introduction, but tonight, it will be legendary. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the undeniable. This is the universal. This is the uncontested.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and marks of all ages, welcome to From the Rafters podcast. And this is your quintessential stud muffin of a co-host, Curtis. And of course, we got some special guests with us today. Kev, let them know who they are.
What's going on, guys? It's Kevin, same as usual, guys. We are here today with a very special guest. I'll get to you, Yumi, in a second. But we have someone we haven't seen here since WrestleMania.
Making a rare appearance like a
Making
shooting star.
Once in a lifetime appearance. Once in a blue moon, I guess we can call it. Sir, will you be kind enough to introduce yourself one more time?
Well, hello guys. I've been here in a while. I've been here like my man Grease says since WrestleMania. This is Beats sharing the mic with my man Muffin Cake Kurt.
Muffin cake.
Muffin cake.
Okay. This is
And
the
of-
quintessential stud muffin, but alright, whatever.
Sorry, muffin cake. And of course, guys, you guys know our unofficial third mic.
Oh, you're looking at me. I thought you were going to actually introduce me. It's Yumi, guys. Speaking of muffins, we're having a very interesting talk about muffin tops
Motherfuckers.
and how Greedy doesn't know the difference between a muffin top and a stump. But
I
that's
know-
a
I
conversation
know
for another time.
What a fucking stump of a muffin is.
The stump to me is like the crust of a pizza, you know? Sometimes you want to eat it, sometimes you don't want to eat it.
Then why order pizza if you don't want the crust?
Gentlemen, this is a wrestling podcast. Let's get it together. Professionalism. Thank you.
No, fuck that shit.
Alright, mark that down. We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that when we get to Greedy's Corner.
Ah, yes, Greedy's Corner.
We'll get to that in a little bit later at the show, guys. Quite an interesting show tonight. Tonight was WWE Payback. It's your pay-per-view for May. We got a special treat. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But Payback tonight, guys, I think overall was an amazing show. So many good matches. So much happening tonight. So much developing. So much marking out. If you guys were looking on our Twitter all day, you could have seen me mark the fuck out for a while, for about 10 minutes there during the main event. We'll get all into that when we go start the rundown of these matches tonight. Guys, overall impression of the pay-per-view tonight?
On paper, when I was looking at it earlier this week, it looked like just a really good episode of Raw. Just a really star-studded episode of Raw. But as the pay-per-view went on, it took me away. We'll talk about how we rate it later, but definitely a solid pay-per-view for sure.
Just give me your rating now.
4 out of 5.
Is that so hard?
I'm not going to respond to that.
Exactly.
Couples counseling, may I recommend it?
Shut the fuck up. Give me What's your take on this episode?
I give it about a 3.5 to 4, only because of one or two matches. Are we including the pre-show?
We could
No.
include it.
No, we're not including.
No, pre-show's not included.
Oh, we're not included.
Pre-show was garbage.
Yeah, it was good. That's what brought it down. So for me, it's a 4. It's a 4.
Yeah, we're not going to get into the pre-show. I don't think nothing interesting came out of the pre-show. Just as a heads up to everybody, you might be hearing Beats just yell out, whimper, make a reaction when we're talking about these matches. He has not seen a pay-per-view. He is just here to kind of...
He's actually watching it right now. Like, it's in the background, and we're going to probably spoil most of this for him, so...
Jump, eat your mic.
Don't tell me to eat my mic.
You guys don't know. We've been having a discussion. Whenever these guys don't know how to talk into their microphone, I'm going to tell them to eat the mic.
I'm sorry I don't have the luxury to be looking at the TV screen as I talk. It's to my left.
Well, you could have positioned the microphone better so that you could be watching the TV. I'm just saying.
I want to look at your beautiful face.
I don't want that.
Hashtag
you're
couple
lost.
counseling.
Hey. Look, Muffin Cake, calm down.
Hashtag beautiful face.
Okay. Enough of our bullshitting, guys. I thought it was a 5-star pay-per-view. Which is interesting to say because leading up to this, all we've ever heard about is, it's a free month of network. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be a horrible pay-per-view. It's not gonna live up to the hype. And we got the complete opposite. This pay-per-view knocked it out of the park. I think all the matches were solid. The one match I'll probably give you, maybe it's gonna be King Barrett versus Neville just because of the finish. But even then, every single match on this pay-per-view was up to down 4 or 5-star matches. Hell, even the Divas match was pretty good. I know we were all munching away during the match, and some of us weren't paying attention because of our food, but it was a solid match and it was a great match, and I have to give it that extra prop.
Yeah, this pay-per-view reminded me of a Bryce Harper home run. It was excellent. Made me
Bryce
sob,
Harper is on
whimper,
fire.
tear up a little bit.
I'm sorry, sir. They were in Baltimore. Go Orioles.
Fuck
Chris
the Orioles.
Davis home run.
Fuck the Orioles.
We'll see July 11th or 12th when we go. 12th when we go watch them play.
From the Raptors live from
Camden Yards.
Don't worry, we will not be broadcasting live from Camden Yards. Funny story, that's actually the same weekend as Battleground.
Is it?
Yeah, so we'll have that on Saturday and we'll have Battleground that Sunday,
Nice.
which will be
Very
pretty
nice.
badass. Let's dive into it. We got the first match of the night was Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler. I think it was definitely another hot start to the show. These guys have been doing amazing starting these pay-per-views off and starting off with some hot matches, and tonight they were able to keep us hot the whole way through. Interesting match, a lot of back and forth. Dolph Ziggler finally got Sheamus to kiss his ass, which was about time.
He
Mr.
pulled the cheek out.
Mr. Pale ass cheek over there did not appreciate the fact that.
Hold on. Are you calling me Mr. Pale Ass Chick? I
Yes.
told you I have very tanned buns. Thank you very much.
All I'm saying is you're complaining about the man's pale ass butt cheek. I didn't know you cared that much about it.
How do you miss that?
I
It's a straight up farmer's town and his butt.
The fuck do I care?
Really?
We'll get to this
We'll
match in a
get to
minute.
it.
Just relax.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
If you guys listen, like we just said maybe a minute ago, Beats is watching the pay-per-view as we're broadcasting, and he just saw the end to the Cesaro Kid versus
The New Day. 2 out of
match.
3 falls.
We'll get to it in a
Actually, a
minute.
pretty good match.
We'll get to it in a minute. Yeah, Sheamus versus Ziggler definitely started the show hot. I think that was a 4.5, maybe even a 5-star match. Both guys put it up there on the line. I have no notes this time. You guys can take it away with the notes, Mister. I'm gonna fucking sit there and take notes the whole fucking.
Professionalism. Thank you.
Shut the fuck up. Go ahead, take it with your notes.
Yeah, no, most of what I got was just them going back and forth. I was just really excited that they started the Ziggler and Sheamus match off first. Got the crowd pumped up. We were pumped up here. It was a little nerve-wracking when I saw Ziggler like jump up and do like some sort of weird flying headbutt out of the corner. I don't know what it was he tried to do to Sheamus, and it stunned Sheamus for a second. But the second he turned his head around, it looked like a pool of blood had just like leaked
Blood
out of his
sport.
forehead. It was crazy.
Yes, the word coming out of WWE was 10 stitches to the forehead / eyebrow of Dolph Ziggler, which was pretty intense.
If they put that on Twitter, right?
They did.
I don't know if he.
A couple minutes
he did
after his match, they had posted the photo of the stitches on his eyebrow.
It looked nasty.
It looked like Leatherface.
It looked like Leatherface. I thought it would have been higher up on the forehead
Ziggler
after we all
face.
talked about it
Yeah,
all the time.
I thought it was closer to his hairline.
Yeah. But we'll go with the pool of blood that he had going on. It was really hard to tell where exactly that cut was. So.
Sheamus with a bro kick straight to the face at the very end.
Just killed it. Makes
Clean.
that even more gruesome. Just right in the center, just straight on the face. It was pretty bad. Any other notes?
No, that was it for me.
I've been saying, guys, this is a solid 5-star match. These guys know how to put it on the line there, and these guys know what they're doing.
And they have solid chemistry.
Solid chemistry.
Always
in
good
the
to
ring.
watch them go back and forth.
I think this is better than the Extreme Rules match.
Oh yeah, by far. Yeah.
Like I said, 5 stars. What do you guys rate this match?
Oh, I'm giving it 5 out of 5.
You give it a 4.
4?
Yeah.
Definitely. A lot of physical. Good to see some color in this match, which is very rare to see.
Yeah, we're gonna see this in black and white on Raw.
We are. There's no way they're going to highlight this at all. But it was a solid match. Hopefully we'll get to see these guys coming up and see what this goes from there. I think this is pretty much the end of the feud. I don't see this going too much farther unless we'll get into it afterwards. It has to do with another match. But moving on to the show, next match we had was
That was the New Day versus K-Swiss. 2 out of 3 falls.
fucking pieces of shit.
New Day.
New Day.
Oh, shut the fuck up with this stuff.
They suck ass.
Thank you. Beats, tell him. Drop the knowledge.
Oh, you guys can't see the incredibly cringeworthy miss of a high five that was.
I was looking at the screen. I did not see him extend his hand. I made up for it, okay? Fuck you guys.
It's all cool. It's hard to multitask.
Thank
the
you,
mic.
Beats. Thank you.
The one thing that I took out of this match was just the incredible acrobatics from both
Yes.
both teams. Absolutely amazing.
There's no doubt that these guys are high flyers. These guys know what it takes. Even Biggie with that suicide dive.
I love Big E's suicide dive. That thing is reckless.
There was a lot into this match. I think this was another 5-star match, and to get 5-star back to back was amazing. I hope this feud continues. These guys can actually put on good matches. Moving forward, I don't know who else these guys have great chemistry with, and I'm talking about the New Day. Because they're not what it takes to be a tag team champion. They don't have it. They still don't have the attitude they need to have. This whole positivity bullshit, nobody gives a fuck.
Oh man, I don't know. I think they're getting around with it. I think that everybody's starting to turn around with it. You see them in more segments backstage now than you did 3 weeks ago.
Oh, it's a running joke.
It's a flavor of the week type of thing. I agree with Greed on this one. I don't see them lasting long term. I give it maybe one or two more pay-per-views. That's about it. But yeah, it's flavor of the month. Nothing that'll last long.
I don't see this going any more farther than Elimination Chamber next weekend or 2 weekends from now. I don't. These guys aren't what it takes to be tag team champions. They aren't appealing. What the hell are you typing?
I'm trying to remember a note, so just keep talking. Don't worry about me.
How would you stop making so much noise on the damn table while I'm talking? I apologize, guys. This guy's being an asshole. So yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Ugly divorce. I see an ugly divorce in the
Train of
future.
thought was the New Day sucks.
New Day just they need to get the fuck over it. Vince, I don't know what the hell you're thinking. I don't know what the hell you're smoking. These guys just don't have it. I'm sorry. Like
okay, so they they don't necessarily suck. I would say I'd say they're fun. They're fun though.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think they can put on the matches.
Yes, they're entertaining.
As tag team champions, I don't think they can cut it.
Agreed. But don't say they suck because they don't suck. They're entertaining.
Fine.
Okay, I'll give you they're entertaining, but
They don't deserve the
once they're under the title and once that entertainment starts putting me to sleep, that's when
I think you just need a tall glass of milk.
I'll get the fuck out of here. Was that the segment I missed when I
Yes,
set the
that
way?
was that was the segment you missed.
Vince, if you're listening, this is what you need to do with the New Day. First, you need to either add my man R-Truth or somebody else.
You're just adding words to it.
and,
the only thing
and make him heel and make him like the new age freaking Nation of Domination. Bam.
And we've all been talking about I think when they first started talking about them, I was praying for a new type of Nation of Domination. That's the only thing you can do with these guys is turn them heel. Like the crowd hates them. Make them hate them for a reason.
Yep.
Don't try to force them. This is what we talked about with Roman Reigns last time. Don't force feed these guys as the good guys. Don't do it. It's not going to work. Give these guys the heel momentum they need. Get them the heat. They already have heat. People hate them already. Don't fucking force feed us the goody two shoes. It's not worth it.
They remind me of a group version of the Bo Leavers.
No, this is not. No, because Bo Dallas is more entertaining than them in terms of their promo. When it comes to their promo, that whole positivity bullshit put me to sleep. I ignored 90% of it. The only part I remember is fucking what's his name from the Orioles popping up on screen.
Adam Jones, thank you very much.
I'm sorry, Bryce Harper? No, don't give a fuck.
Both teams went out in the playoffs last year. That's all I gotta say.
I just wish that the New Day as a tag team would do more tag team moves. They do awesome like single moves, but they don't do enough tag team moves.
Agreed.
I mean, true. I believe they can because, of course, Kofi being the high flyer and doing the extreme amazing things he does at Royal Rumble. I don't know about Buckwheat. Sorry.
Eat the mic.
I'm going to eat the mic. Like I was saying, we all know Kofi can do the high flying moves. Of course, we've seen the things he's done in the Royal Rumble. I don't know about Buckwheat, a.k.a. if you guys don't know, that's Xavier Woods. Big E, well, he's a big guy, so
that's a little racist there. That's a little.
We'll get to the subtle racism in a bit.
Hey, I'm only taking it from a good quote from my favorite tag team, which need to come back. Of course, that's Primetime Players.
Put it down, dog.
Oh my bad.
I know. I told you to eat the mic. That doesn't mean literally put the mic in your mouth. That just means get closer.
Shout out to my mans, the Primetime Players. Can't wait till y'all come back.
Hey, BZ, let him know how delicious Natty keeps getting by the pay-per-views.
Oh man, it's like if you thought she was delicious the last pay per
If
view,
anyone is listening, we do not promote misogyny.
like Kurt, she's so delicious. I wish I was the kid that copped the feel a few months ago. Back then.
Yumi does not support the comments and the
kid was
opinions
blessed.
of Beats. I am my own independent brand.
Did you guys hear whenever like Xavier Woods would be walking around, the floor mics would pick it up and he'd be yelling like obnoxious things. And I heard one when after the first pinfall, he jumped on the apron and he yelled "Freebird rule, Freebird rule."
No, look, I told you guys, I told you this the first time we talked about it. There is no Freebird rule. There is none of that bullshit going around.
Oh, there is a Freebird
No,
rule.
fuck that shit. Not anymore.
I'm bringing it
alright?
back.
This isn't the fucking Freebirds anymore. This isn't the fucking Freebirds and what the Von Erichs going at it. No, nobody gives a fuck about that anymore. Keep up with the times, people. Going back to the subtle racism.
Yes. So the ref.
Tell us about that finish.
Who was the ref looking at while he was distracted?
Biggie.
He was looking at Big E. Kofi gets sent out of the ring. Xavier Woods comes in, takes Kofi's place, pins Cesaro.
Yeah, Cesaro.
Yes,
Pins Cesaro, and the ref turns around, doesn't notice that it's a completely different person, and counts 3, and it's over.
Because, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and all black people look the same, right?
Apparently.
Yeah, this was the bullshit. Go ahead, Busy. Go ahead, Beats.
Yeah, the ref definitely. How you miss that? Come on, man. They call him Buckwheat for a reason.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, you're gonna.
We do not condone. We do not agree or believe in the thoughts of in mind of Busy or whatever Beats, whatever the fuck he's going by this week.
Hey, I'm just taking it from my man, Titus O'Neil.
Anyways, bullshit ending. I think that was complete garbage.
It was a cop out of an ending.
It was, and I mean, sadly, some of these matches had a bullshitty cop out kind of deal. Barrett, I'm looking at you, but whatever. We'll get to that. I still think it was a solid match. I still give it 5 stars. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I see them going for any other tag team, they're not gonna hit it. They're not gonna hit it as they're hitting it with Kid and Cesaro. The only thing you can do now is turn him heel, get him against Lucha Dragons, and have Lucha Dragons take those titles away. Because your little goody-goody two-shoes is not going to work.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I definitely give it a 4 out of 5 star match, though. Wish the New Day just did a little bit more tag team moves. Other than that, I was entertained. I saw Natty for at least 15 minutes. And,
so beautiful.
New Day won. What can I say?
Don't sit there and say you disagree with us.
I'm sitting on I'm
damn well that Natty is fucking hot as shit tonight.
She's a beautiful woman. She's independent and strong. I also give the match 4 out of 5. I agree with C Money or Kurt or whatever name he's going by this week.
Muffin Cake.
Doesn't matter.
Muffin Cake, yes, Muffin Cake. That there wasn't enough kind of tag team moves, team moves. The other thing that made me rate it a little bit lower was the blatant Chappelle Show ripoff. You missed this, so
thank God.
Who are the best 5 tag team?
5 best tag teams alive.
Yeah, they started naming the New Day, the New Day, the New Day, the New Day, the New Day. You know that skit from Chappelle's Show? Who are the 5 hottest rappers around?
Nope.
Dylan. Where were you? Where were you in high school?
In school.
Fucking band nerd, this kid.
Band nerd.
False. Middle school, yes.
Did you play the flute?
Saxophone.
I was just gonna say saxophone. Of course, it was
I'm
saxophone.
gonna take back my previous comment.
Girls love the saxophone. Just saying.
Crickets.
I'll make sure to edit that part out. Yeah. Moving forward, matchup that we're actually watching that right now. It is Ryback versus Bray Wyatt for some stupid reason.
The new face of fear, Bray Wyatt.
Not gonna lie, this is my least favorite match.
It was. This is the one that I think got the lowest rating for me. I think this was like a 2, maybe a 3-star match. I don't see a point to Ryback having, or to Bray Wyatt having this feud other than we said it earlier. It's an easy win.
Yeah, I don't understand how does this elevate Bray Wyatt at all?
And I think
feuding
it was-
with
I think
Ryback. If anything, it's elevating Ryback.
I think it goes back to one of the tweets I read earlier where it says Bray Wyatt's not a jobber. He's a talent enhancement. You kind of see him there kind of getting guys that are mid-card ready for the main event. And that's really all he's doing at this point for Ryback, as he goes ahead and lands right on his nuts right there, which is why he was out of wind. I don't see why this match happened. I don't see what the background was. You could have made a cool story about Ryback bullying on Bo Dallas, and Big Brother Bray comes over to save him and help him out. You could have run with that, and that would have made more sense than this. I don't get why they did this.
I really hope this is the end of their feud, because I give two shits about Ryback right about now. And it's just really nice to see Bray Wyatt, though.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt got that one finally. It's been a while since we saw that. I think it's great for him, great on his part. Definitely a big boost there.
How about that sweet clothesline that Bray got on Ryback?
Oh yeah, that looked like it turned him inside out.
The one on the outside, it was a thing of beauty. I definitely think it was a great move on Bray Wyatt's part. I don't know. This match I zoned out.
Yeah.
We're waiting for that Kenny so damn long. I think we forgot all about this match.
Like I said, 3 stars out of 5.
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5.
2.5. Pretty boring. I think its only purpose was to bring Bray back into relevancy in terms of a win. Unfortunately, it was against a weak opponent.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. We need to do something with Bray.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
The match after Bray Wyatt versus Ryback was...
that was the Cena versus Rusev I Quit match.
I should have notes. I apologize. Cena versus Rusev.
It felt like it's very similar. I felt like I've just seen this before.
It was a roller coaster for me. It was really slow in that getup. It got actually kind of good at one point, but then that drop off at the end, the way it ended, it bothered me to no end. I think, Greed, you pointed out that gimmick has already happened before.
It's the same old shit. We saw this when Cena faced Umaga in an I Quit match. The only way he can get him to say I Quit was using the disconnecting the top rope and then using that in the submission against him. There was no way you're gonna get John Cena to say I Quit. Cena's Vince's puppet. He's not gonna say I Quit.
The man's shirt says never give up.
AKA Super Cena.
Yes, it's Super Cena. I don't quit Super Cena. It was never gonna be Cena to quit. Worst case scenario, and then we saw it happen, was Cena was gonna get hit in the accolade, and then nothing happened. This is that clothesline, by the way. Boom. Just it sounded so worse. It's Super Cena. I wasn't expecting him to lose this match. For me, it was just so drawn out. Like, it took so long, and a lot of the spots were just sitting waiting. You know, they're not on the offense. They're not doing anything. They're waiting for him to get up. Both Cena and Rusev did the same thing. It was you're waiting for something to happen, and nothing ever really happens. I think if you connect all the spots together, you have maybe a 15-20 minute match that's actually worth watching. I feel like they just drew it out way too long for this match.
I'm just really over their feud. We've seen their matches one too many times. It was always nice to see Lana, though. That's always a blessing.
I'm telling you, I'd ride in a white stallion. I'd save her. I'd save her from that brute.
I know you'd save her, Beezy.
Of course.
Now that this is the end of this feud, what happens going forward with Cena, or with Rusev? Excuse me.
I think they put him in that IC title picture, or at least he'll be a roadblock for somebody for that IC title picture.
Pretty much like Ryback, just a bunch of senseless grudges and feuds. I don't really see. I think we've talked about this before.
So you think he just gets lost in the shuffle for the year?
Yeah, he does. He does. We talked about this, I think, 2 podcasts, or for the past 2 podcasts, where we've seen the same matchup. This is all he has. His whole, I'm Russian, I'm going to stick it to America, this is my agenda. They've shoved that so much down our throats that if you try and position him in any other way, it's 1, weird, but 2, it just doesn't really seem, I don't think it makes sense, or it just wouldn't work.
I definitely agree. I don't think there's anything you can really do with Rusev moving forward. Hinsha, if you're listening, I told you, the next Vladimir Kozlov, that this guy's going to become nothing. He's going to turn to dust. We're gonna see him with Santino whenever Santino decides he wants to get back in the ring, or we're gonna see him in a stupid gimmick. We're not gonna see anything from Rusev anymore. He's gonna be floating in the abyss, kind of just waiting, seeing what's gonna happen. With Cena though, I think now we start to actually get into this whole U.S. Open challenge. I think now we can kind of take it serious, knowing there's no set roadblock for Cena moving forward. At this point, at any time, he really could lose his belt. And I think it's about time that the viewers finally get that feeling and going into these matches. It's about time we be able to see that. We all know going into this, Cena was never going to lose this title in Raw, knowing he had a match with Rusev coming up in the pay-per-view. Never going to happen. The question now becomes who really steps up and takes that challenge. What are we going to go into now? Who is the next viable opponent for Cena that actually makes sense?
Do you think it's someone on the main roster, or is it someone in NXT that's going to make a come up?
With this week, it's going to be somebody on the main roster this week. Following NXT's Unstoppable, I think that's what they're calling it, the next takeover event.
Yeah, Unstoppable.
On Wednesday. That's when we really start to think who could be the next call up, who can be the next one coming forward. Because I think moving forward, it's now become who's going to take over. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Neville open the challenge again next week or tomorrow. Excuse me. Just because following the ending of the match last time when Rusev interferes, Neville never really got his chance. Neville really didn't get the chance to finish his match. So I think that's going to be a big thing on Monday is for me personally, I wouldn't mind seeing Neville take that shot again. Hell of a match they had on Raw. 5 stars guaranteed.
That red arrow, baby.
Think of beauty. Best move going in the WWE right now. Number 1 best move. Don't you say anything, Muffin Cake.
Number 2 best move.
Back off the mic, Muffin Cake.
Really? Tell him why, BZ. Tell him why.
Whoa, quick. If he says he's number 2, who's number 1?
Oh, I can tell he's number 1.
Who is it?
It's a piece of shit is what's number 1. It's gimmick
Why did you
infringement.
ask him, Beats?
It's gimmick infringement is what's number 1.
Let me
Damn
just
it.
tell you this. You can't see him, all right? It's not because he's not here with us, because you literally can't see him. He's John Cena. He has the springboard stunner, and nobody, and I mean nobody, can see it.
Gimmick infringement.
Oh, you mean move unlock number 7 now, is it?
I believe we're calling it R2.
Horrible, horrible jokes.
No, still say red arrow's number 1. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just
I don't see anybody kicking out of that stunner, though.
because he does, that's not his finisher.
It's not a,
Doesn't matter. You see how he leads everybody up to it? No one gets out. And I mean nobody.
I can't wait till somebody just comes over. He tries to hit that and just fucking reverses it and just knocks him out.
well, I have a suggestion. Yeah, you have a pulse section on your thing.
What?
If you guys want to see a video of Greed hitting the Spring Sports Thunder on
God.
Kurt, please tweet him.
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about our plans for this summer.
That's
later.
in Greedy's corner.
We'll talk about that in Greedy's corner.
But now, Greed, I do agree. Like, I would like to see another Neville Cena match. I love that match on Raw. That's one of the matches that actually kept me going through the whole Raw.
Sammy.
That or Sami Zayn. Yes, we cannot forget Sami Zayn. That was a hell of a match for Cena. Even though I think that sort of shoulder injury bullshit was.
Are
no,
you saying
that's-
it's bullshit? Or
No,
is
that injury's legit.
Oh, that injury's legit?
The-
I thought it was just something also like he wouldn't win it.
No,
like
that's legit.
oh wow.
Sami Zayn actually has an injury. He's still fighting on Wednesday at Unstoppable, but that is a legit injury. They don't throw up that X sign for no reason, and the
Oh,
fact that they
man.
made it known, it's legit.
But see, I give him mad props for still competing with that injury.
Definitely.
I don't know if you remember this, Grady. If you saw NXT 2 weeks ago, or was it 3 weeks ago, when what's his name? He's trying to Alex Riley. When Alex Riley had said to William Regal, if Sami Zayn makes it to Unstoppable.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. He when he was trying to get into the match, he was talking to William Regal in the office, and he was like, "Yeah, well, we'll see if Sami Zayn can make it."
Yeah, that was. Excuse me. That was leading up to the MRI that he had the day or two after Raw. So there was plans, contingency plans, in case that he was not going to make it there, but he's been cleared. He's going to be there in NXT. There's no doubt about it. Trini, if you're listening to this, fuck you. Trini was the first one to text me as soon as I got out of the Caps game that Sammy had fucking made it onto Raw.
I was there. It
Ruin-
was great. It was great. All he did on the ride back home was complain about how Trini ruined this for him.
Hashtag spoiler alert.
Hashtag he wouldn't stop complaining.
Hashtag fuck you, Trini.
Wait, was this the jump when I texted you, Jump, about they actually gave Jeans a chance? When
Who's
he,
Jump?
I'm sorry, you, me. By the way, that was
Stop. Just go. Just keep going.
okay, just edit that out, by the way. Was that when
This motherfucker. Oh. You're done with your mic time tonight. You're done.
well, no, I just was this the when I actually texted you, Yumi, with
This was-
about them giving Jeans a chance?
Yes,
Okay.
it was
That
that
was
night.
the same night. But Trini direct messaged me to say, and literally all he says is Sammy in all exclamation marks.
Wow.
You should have seen his face. All he said was, "I had DVR'd it."
I had because going into it, I had told this man at work the whole day,
Montreal.
Montreal,
That's all he said.
expect something big. I was like, WWE dropped so many hints that day. The night before, they're putting videos about people's first matches on Raw and their debut matches on Raw. It's a clear gimmick. Somebody's coming up. And I was like, I'm gonna DVR it. I have to go to the Caps game. I've gotta watch it. I stayed off of all the websites, and then fucking Trini. Literally, maybe 5 minutes after I walked out of the Verizon Center, just fucking ruins it.
Rest in peace, Caps season.
We had a good run.
No, I'm gonna cry. Let's not get into this.
Okay.
4 stars. I give 3.5. 4 stars for this match.
For the I Quit match, yeah, 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5. The only reason why I say 3.5 is because thank God Lana was still there at the very end.
When do we see the Lana turn?
We don't see a Lana turn.
Bullshit. When do we see a Lana turn?
Tomorrow night on Raw.
Earliest.
I was gonna say next pay-per-view. I think she would have tried to make it up to him, give him one more pay-per-view to kind of say, yeah, I apologize, kind of deal. But
Oh, them trying to work it out. Okay, I could see that.
yeah, I'm curious to see where WWE goes with this because she is said to be getting into that highest level of diva type of deal. Vince is convinced that she's gonna be the next big diva, and I don't think she's gonna go back into wrestling. I don't know what's gonna happen with her. Who can she really manage after this? We'll have to wait and see. But I expect the turn within the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think you're right. I believe she has a no bump contract, so she's most likely going to be a sponsor or just a face or something for the WWE.
No bump contract. No bump clause.
No bump clause.
Okay.
No bumping.
The real question here is, are they gonna pull what was it, Kofi? Where they got rid of his accent?
No.
They
So
could.
Kofi was hysterical. The Kofi incident was that all everybody says is he's from West Africa. Like his intro, but he never talks. Never had a microphone.
Sure.
So the first time he talks, they're surprised that he's speaking clear English. It was never that he had put on an accent or anything. He just never talked.
Okay.
So the first time he actually talked, it was, regular no
Yeah.
accent kind of deal. So they're like, oh, you're from Africa. You're from West Africa. So that was the Kofi Kingston deal.
Aren't you Jamaican?
Yeah. That,
But yeah, do you think they actually end up keeping? Like, is she just still going to be the ravishing Russian?
no, I think that they're gonna end up putting this as a turn her American somehow, make her realize that she's.
They could say she was like an American spy or something like that.
Some
And turn
weird
her
shit like that.
American.
I'm loving that suit.
But I mean, dang, that ravishing Russian whole gimmick, that thing is pretty smooth. I
I'm
mean,
loving that suit.
she's ravishing regardless, though.
You know what?
This is why we'll never get a sponsorship.
You know what they should do, Greedy? Of course, if you have they put this up on the network where remember they had tag teams battled out for Terry Reynolds management?
That was the first time we saw the Hardys versus Edge and Christian.
You think they might do something
No.
like that to Lana?
I don't think it's that serious. Moving forward.
Look at her. She's like a spicy
Divas
chicken.
match.
You okay there? You alright?
No,
Chill?
yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Alright.
I think they're having a secret war with Natty, who's the hottest of the night.
Never gonna get a sponsorship, I tell you.
All right, next match. It is
Next match was a Divas tag match.
Tamina and Naomi versus the Bellas. Tamina coming out there in that all black leather, looking like a girl version of fucking Diesel. Sheezel, we'll call her Sheezel. But yeah, she came out there.
You guys
fucking
can see the
flying.
face Ian
Love
is
it.
making right now.
What?
He is regretting being on this podcast right now.
I'll show you on the network.
I hope not.
Yeah, I think this is a great back and forth Divas match. I don't know if this is when we started picking out. I don't know if you guys noticed.
How are you enjoying Naomi's new look?
The look I don't care about. It's that intro music that pisses me the fuck off. No.
You mean her variant Yeezys? The ones that light up like a child's shoes?
Love it. LA Gear style.
You haven't seen that? You haven't seen her
I saw it on Raw and I kind of think it sucked, but just like Cesaro's entrance, we'll probably get used to it, unfortunately. Yes.
He's up there with an entrance change as well. He needs one.
By the way, if that entrance is still going on, when we go to Raw next month, we're doing the wee woo while we're in the stands.
Well, I think I'm just gonna come up with a Patrick sign. Just to give a bit of context to everyone. It's the episode of SpongeBob where him and Patrick are both
I don't know the exact
officers.
episode.
Okay, well, I'll probably have to tweet it out later. I'll give some context. Don't worry.
Oh my god, that Cesaro got sirens. Yeah. Of course, only one person has the best sirens. That was my man, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Best siren entrance ever.
Yes.
Yeah, but the match was pretty good. I didn't watch it completely since I was too busy stuffing
I
my
was
face.
chowing down on my sandwich.
But from what I saw, from what I saw, it looked good.
I saw a lot of kicks to the face, but it wasn't for Nikki Bella. Thank God.
Yeah, I think Nikki Bella's still traumatized from the last time Tamina hit her in the face with a fucking super kick.
On Raw?
Anytime she sees that leg go up in there, she gets flashbacks.
She's gonna be missing the rest of her teeth. Yeah, I thought it was solid back and forth. I think it was just, we see Naomi pick up the pin on the champ. Probably sets up Naomi versus Nikki for the title coming up either next pay-per-view or the pay-per-view after that.
Fatal 4-way, I'm calling. Fatal 4-way.
Who can you put in there?
All the girls that were in there.
Why would you put Brie versus Nikki?
It's time for a change.
No.
No, we had that already. Brie versus Nikki, like their whole little.
The Fatal 4-way now?
No, not the
No.
Fatal 4-way. I mean, just in
Them.
general.
last year.
The only way you're gonna get that is if you get a heel turn, and even then you're not gonna get it for another month and a half, 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you get a Brie heel turn anytime soon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a prediction.
Your prediction is a piece of shit.
Well, unless Paige comes back from filming, I'm gonna have to agree with Greed.
Cool,
Like,
that's 3.
okay, and then one more. Who do you?
Sasha Banks.
Ooh,
Shut your face.
Sasha Banks.
Don't you get my emotions up.
Oh, I'm
My
gonna get you all
emotions have-
flared up.
My emotions have.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
get you all flared up.
I like the pun you're making. I like the pun. So I'm gonna shake your hand, sir.
Thank you,
Very
thank
well
you.
done.
Can't slap it.
I think Greed's emotion just got bankrupt.
Just stop. Just stop. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. Don't encourage him.
You can see yourself out.
You can see yourself out.
See, now that's not the classic. You gotta do the classic. Come on.
No, we're not giving you the monkey drum roll.
Give him the setup.
No, where's that classic? Get the fuck out, Greed.
No.
All right.
That's gone.
Because it's a new day.
Oh god, dude, Jesus
New
Christ.
day.
Sucks.
Fuck you
face.
guys. I quit. Fuck this shit. I give up. 3.5 stars. I mean the Divas match was good. I would even give it the 4 stars. A lot of back and forth. Good timing on it. Good storytelling and all that.
Yeah, 3.5, no doubt.
I agree. 3.5.
Sweep it.
Following that match, we have
Our
boy.
main event finally?
No.
No?
No,
What
Ray,
was that?
Did you
Ray
really?
Barrett.
Did you?
Oh,
did
yeah,
you
that's right. Our
skip-
Barrett match. Dang.
Yeah,
I
sir,
forgot
That is the King you're talking about.
Oh,
King
man.
Barrett. Thank you very much.
El Rey Barrett.
I think that Kenny's must have knocked my man Kurt out of that
I mean,
match.
he's clearly stopped paying attention when he fucking ate.
Was it that 12-inch mountain?
Something like that.
Dear Jesus. Solid match. I mean, for the most part, it was a solid match. I think there was a lot of heavy kicks from Barrett. Neville was just taking an ass beating half the time. The finish comes when Barrett just gets out of the ring and doesn't even want to continue. I give this match 3 stars just because of the finish. These guys could have ended it better, but Barrett just walks out and doesn't even care about coming back in. Neville's moves are just fucking insane.
Oh, I love it.
Moves.
Love
I think
it.
he's flying right now.
Pun.
He's definitely like Neville to me is and I'm sure for you too, Greedy is like he's refreshing to see.
Yeah,
And I'm so happy he's doing well on the main roster.
yes. Our biggest fear going into all this was anybody in NXT comes up and it's going to be a failure. I mean, we have guys like Adam Rose and Emma who? Just, exactly, who just become nothing. And I think that's our fear with all these guys coming up now. With Neville being up there, and I think they've taken the Mighty Mouse thing is still there, and the man that gravity forgot, all that. The gimmick is bullshit. One thing that really pissed me the fuck off, the sensational one.
Oh yes, I saw your face when
Are you
said that.
fucking kidding me?
Wait, what are you talking about? The sensational one.
His intro is when they announce him.
Uh-huh.
The sensational one, Neville.
Really?
I know they give him like 3 fucking nicknames, and I don't know why.
The man that gravity forgot. The sensational one, Neville.
Yeah, that's too much. He should have
Seriously?
been the man. God, why did they get rid of his first name? Makes no sense
Alright.
to me. Everyone else has a first
For
name.
those of you that do not like my cursing, please step away for the next minute.
Or my man Beezy's got 2 words for you.
Don't you stop. Stop. If you're in the fucking WWE and you're gonna fucking sit there and shorten the man's name to Neville, not give him Adrian like you had it the whole fucking time in NXT, and you're gonna just cut his name, what the hell are you doing?
I have no idea.
You're I can't rant when you're fucking sitting there doing this wild shit.
Well, haven't they done that to other NXT stars that have come up? They shorten their names.
He's been the only one to come up.
Really?
No, but go on. Let's hear it.
Negative. He's been the only one to come up and they changed his name all crazy.
You fucking bring this guy on just to call him Neville, and now you want to call him in his intro the man that gravity forgot, the sensational one Neville. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Either you cut his fucking name down and use one fucking name, or you don't. Or you fucking keep him as Adrian Neville. Don't fucking go with anything else. It's the most complete bullshit name.
Yep.
If you want with the commentators call him the sensational one, fine. But don't you fucking sit in the ring and call him the sensational one in the ring.
I don't think anyone called him that, and that's the problem. Is he has too many names. They don't know what to call him.
I apologize.
Hashtag Greedy's Corner.
We're gonna get this trending on Twitter.
Don't worry, we will.
All 2 people.
I'll make sure other people hear it.
Okay, good.
Just random people. Hey, you go send a tweet that says hashtag Greedy's Corner. Yeah.
No, but I'm glad that Adrian Neville's actually doing well on the main roster, especially since he's one of those high flyers that do them crazy moves. Haven't seen that type since my man Billy Kidman, of course, and Kurt. I need another high flyer.
Clearly, you haven't watched within the last 20 years. Billy Kidman was in 2000, dude.
Hey,
You've had a Rey Mysterio.
Classic, though. That was a classic.
hey,
Rey Mysterio.
he reminds me of the old cruiserweight division before they got rid of it. You know how many high flyers they had back then?
Vintage Psychosis.
There you go.
Juventud Guerrero. Super
Okay,
crazy.
guys, can we get away from 2000 and come
My
back to
man- my man
2015?
Eddie.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
But yeah, I'm really happy for Neville.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before we see Neville holding onto a belt and seeing what that belt would be. Again, we'll get into this in a minute. This is all building.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you doing?
Lana, they had a clear shot of her standing straight up, and oh my god, I fell over. It was crazy. Should have seen her. Those heels and legs. They go on forever. Alright, I'm good. For now.
Yumi, if you want to see yourself out, we completely understand.
Who will sponsor us?
long as-
I've got kids to feed, damn it.
They're not going to be eating anytime soon.
I think Yumi's like the voice of reason here.
Tries to be, which is very weird to say. Going on to the main event. We have the Fatal 4-Way.
Awesome Fatal 4-Way.
I was expecting this to be a 10-minute match, and it turned into 25 minutes of fucking beautiful
Greatness.
greatness. You have your champion, Seth Rollins,
Seth Rollins.
defending against the challengers and Randy Orton.
No, go ahead. I wasn't gonna say anything.
I'm waiting for you to say something. Dean Ambrose.
Jeans.
Jeans.
Favorite.
And of course, Roman Reigns. Mr. Superman Punch. I marked the fuck out. Busy. You missed it. There was a Shield reunion.
I saw that they put that photo on Twitter with a powerbomb Shield style Randy Orton. I was like,
So beautiful.
I was about to pee my pants because I was driving over here when I saw that jump. I'm like, God damn it!
Don't text and drive, kids.
We do not condone texting and driving.
Don't
sir.
text and drive.
You put your phone away when you drive.
True.
Oh, that coming from you is rich.
They don't need to know this. What a start to this match. This match started off so hot. We have all guys just battling it out in the ring. You have Jamie and
J&J security running around like crazy.
Jamie and Joey just grabbing people, just taking people out of the ring. You have Kane that finally stepped into it and started pushing people around. You have fucking Dean Ambrose jumping through the ropes outside onto Orton and Rollins. You have Roman Reigns just clearing all 3 ropes to jump over to take out all 6 men.
That was pretty awesome. I'm not even gonna lie.
All 5 of them, whoever was out there. Such a hot start. I think this match was definitely the match of the night. By far, I think this was the greatest match. Payback within these last 2 years has really fucking delivered. Payback has been a reliable fucking pay-per-view to watch. Last year we had the Evolution versus the Shield Part 2. Year before that we had Cena versus Ryback in an actually really good match. So I mean, this has been the pay-per-view to watch. Yes, I marked the fuck out when they did the Shield triple power bomb on Randy Orton through the announcer table. I think Jimmy was gonna kill me because I was marking out so bad.
No. I was right there with you.
I died when they tried to do the whole
Rollins
Rollins puts his fist out, like, yeah, we got this.
Oh, that was awesome. That's something I totally would have done and then turned around and
then
got turned
Dean's
on. That would have been great.
Dean's laughing his ass off and then just straight to seriousness after a while. And then you see Rollins and Reigns and Ambrose do a power bomb on Rollins onto the Spanish table. Doesn't break. You get Kane on top of that. Doesn't break. So they try it one more time. We finally get the Spanish announce table to break, which is the best part of the night. I think you can't have a match you can't have a pay-per-view without the Spanish announce table getting broken. You just can't do it. And then you have Rollins. Fuck. These guys with the fucking names fucking me over. You have Reigns and Ambrose fighting it out in the ring, and I think these two can really put on a match. I'm talking this had the potential to be Reigns versus Bryan type of potential. We all saw that match. We all know how good that match was at Fastlane. If we ever see this match ever again 1-on-1, this is going to be an amazing match to see. The chemistry, the way these guys respect each other, it's going to be a hell of a match. So much back and forth. You have these guys duking it out in the ring.
There was so much going on inside, outside.
It was chaotic. It was wonderful.
I loved it. It was so great.
It's what you expect the Fatal 4-Way match to be.
Yeah, you called it. You said it was gonna be the showstopper. It was gonna steal the show, and I honestly thought it was gonna be the New Day match, or at least the Neville and Barrett match. But the Fatal 4-Way cleaned house.
It hit me right in the feels when Reigns was standing over Ambrose and was like, "I don't want to hit you with this Superman punch. I don't want to."
That's the respect that's there.
Yeah,
and I think that's the mutual respect these guys have for each other, which will lead to an amazing match in the long run, and it'll end up being the best thing ever.
Wait, so was this actually better than, let's say, Rollins versus Brock Lesnar?
Rollins versus Lesnar versus Cena?
Yes. Really well.
Yes.
Honestly, I think this has been the best match since a WrestleMania match.
Yeah. Since WrestleMania, I'll take it.
I'll agree. Yeah.
This is definitely the best match that was out there. We get the finish when Orton gets distracted by Kane, hits an RKO on Kane, and then Rollins hits the pedigree.
Yeah, that was odd. I was expecting to see like some sort of double arm DDT or something
Well,
like that.
I said this I said this on Twitter. You ban the curb stomp. I'm just gonna take the pedigree. It's one of the things where Triple H doesn't want the curb stomp to be out there because of the whole concussion thing. So you know what? Take my move. You know, it's one of those kind of deals. They're passing it off as one of these protege, mentor kind of deals, whatever you want to call it.
Ric Flair with the Miz with a figure 4 like lock.
Kind of that deal. But I mean, it's a finish. I would have preferred the curb stomp. I would have preferred the Phoenix Splash. I thought that would have been. I'm still waiting for him to use that again. But I think that's my favorite move from Seth Rollins.
You think they'll keep giving him these one-time opportunities to do other people's finishers?
No, I think it's got to be it's just a matter of time before he gets his own.
Okay.
Other than the curb stomp, and like I said, the Phoenix Splash is more than enough. But I think it's the whole concept that they don't want the world heavyweight champion to be coming off the top rope kind of deal.
Okay.
It's some weird mentality like that. 5 stars guaranteed.
Yeah.
Sweep
Amazing.
Just unbelievable match. I'm curious as to where this goes moving forward. There's supposed to be a match at Elimination Chamber in 2 weeks. Who do you put up in that match? You can't do another fatal 4-way? Do you go 1-on-1? Do you make some kind of tag match? What do you really do moving forward with this title? Of course, it's all just waiting for Brock Lesnar to return in a couple of weeks for that build to SummerSlam. But up until then, it's a matter of what happens next. I think that who do you really give that opportunity to now? I don't think you can go with Randy Orton. I think he's had enough opportunity. He's had 2 pay-per-views since WrestleMania to try to win this title, and he hasn't. I don't really see you giving it to Roman Reigns. I still think that there's a lot of heat there. Do you go with Ambrose? Do you find somebody else that's completely different to go for this title? Where do you go from here?
Well, let me ask a different question first before we get into that. Do you think we're starting to see the decline of Randy Orton? Is he over the hump at this point in terms of him being when you think who can we have contend for the heavyweight championship, right? Orton's usually up there in terms of one of the names you would name, right? Are we starting to get to the point where that's not going to be the case?
As a face, yes.
Okay.
I've never been an advocate for Seth Rollins Randy Orton as a face. I've never been that guy. I've always said Randy Orton is the best heel you could have.
Yeah, by far.
Randy Orton as a heel can make magic. And until you do that, you can't really go on with him. I mean, I'm sorry, but he's not going to win a title as a face.
I think to me right now, they have too many good guys. They only have but a handful of bad guys, and we keep seeing the handful of bad guys fight Cena and Orton and Rollins. Not Rollins. Daniel Bryan at the time over and over again. I think this year is the year of Jeans, and we will see him at WrestleMania with or without a Money in the Bank contract, and I think he's going to get his shot.
We were talking about that while watching the pay-per-view. Imagining Jeans, Deansy, my man crush, running around with the Money in the Bank briefcase, causing chaos, just kind of almost similar to what Rollins did. He'd come in and kind of, just mix things up a bit. I'd like to see something similar with Jeans.
Yeah.
And I think really we've seen that with a lot of the Money in the Bank holders. That's really the concept and the idea is that they have that same kind of appeal or not appeal look mentality, I guess you can call it. So I mean, we gotta wait to see. I think that moving forward, it's just a matter of who's we'll find out tomorrow, but who's really up next. Who's really there to kind of take over now. Yeah.
Well, I think it's probably going to be hard since it's only going to be feuding for, 2 weeks until the next pay-per-view, technically?
Not even a week.
A week, yeah.
You have Raw, and then you have another Raw, and that's it.
Go home show.
And by you really have to find out tomorrow what's going on, because by the go home show, it's really got to be set in stone by that time. You can't announce a title match the week before the pay-per-view. I just don't think you can do that with the build.
We already know one though, right? Which is the tag team title elimination chamber
who.
match. Fair enough.
And it's not going to be inside Elimination Chamber. Tag team is just going to be tag team.
No, I think they announced it.
They can't do a tag team inside Elimination Chamber. You can't put 2 people in one pod.
All of the New Day in one pod.
Oh god.
They suck.
The only match at the moment that's currently set in stone as an Elimination Chamber match is for the Intercontinental title. And let's go ahead with this. Who are your 6 participants in the Elimination Chamber for the Intercontinental title?
Assuming Ziggler gets cleared.
Go.
I'm saying Ziggler.
1.
Ambrose, yes. Can we all agree on Ambrose?
I want each of us to give a prediction. So this is your prediction.
Ambrose. Barrett. Neville. Harper. Ryback. And number 6 can be... Oh, God.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'll throw Bray Wyatt in just for name's sake.
Sorry, what are your 6?
Best.
Bray Wyatt, Ryback, Harper, Ziggler, Barrett, Neville.
Okay.
Whew. All right, let's see. Jeans, Neville. Throw Bray in there. Like to see that.
I apologize for the typing, guys.
Cesaro. Yeah. Would Sammy be ready by then?
NXT's on Wednesday.
Let's do that to a wild card. Let's go.
One
more. Let's see. I'm gonna I need another wild card out there. Ziggler.
No Barrett.
No Barrett.
No King Barrett.
No King Barrett.
All right. Beats. Go ahead.
All right.
6 for the Intercontinental title.
This is, of course, not barring that they actually have some sort of
Just name your 6.
All right.
I'm asking for 6 names.
Dean Ambrose, of course, if he doesn't get a shot at the title. Wade Barrett. Neville, just to continue that feud between them.
Mm-hmm.
Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph Ziggler.
Mm-hmm.
One more. I think it's about time Bray Wyatt gets a title, gets a strap.
So the question earlier with Wyatt was, where does he go from here? I think Wyatt gets into that chamber match. You have to have King Barrett in there. I just feel like with the momentum that he picked up after King of the Ring, you have to include him in this match.
But he's the king already.
But what does that get you? What does it mean to be the king? Doesn't mean shit.
Macho Man was King Macho Man. He was Macho King for like a year.
Well,
Booker
of course,
T was King Booker.
Because that was a year before the next King of the Ring. So what? So
he's a king for the year.
What does that fucking mean?
Well, he has the IC title and he's the king, then that outrules one or the other.
How?
Because one is going to shine more than the other.
The king of the Ring doesn't shine that much. 2 months,
because they took it away. If it was every year, then it'd be a different story.
2 months from now, King of the Ring is going to be nothing.
So you don't think they're going to call him King Barrett?
No.
After in
2 months from now, no.
All right.
Friendly gentleman's wager.
Yeah, a Kenny sub sandwich. How about that?
Gentleman's agreement. I'm your witness.
What? So you're saying 2 months from now he's still gonna be King Barrett? He's not gonna go for the title.
Still gonna be King Barrett. I don't care if he goes for the title. He's still gonna be King Barrett. I don't think he's gonna get the title either. King Barrett.
2 months from now he wins the IC title. No longer called King Barrett.
Hands.
Shaking hands. All right, witness.
I am witness to this.
So Wyatt, Barrett, Neville. I'll give you Ziggler. I'll give you Sheamus. And I'll give you the Big Show.
Ooh, good call.
Big Show, who we haven't seen in
Why
weeks.
not? There's Mighty and the Authority.
Yeah.
Those are my 6. We have to find out tomorrow because I don't think we can wait till a week and a half before, a week before Elimination Chamber to know who these people are. I think we find out who the 6 are, and then next Raw is building up to who goes in first, kind of deal, who has to wait the longest, all that good stuff.
Did they say anything about the tag team championships?
All they said was that they're being defended. They haven't mentioned whom. They haven't mentioned anything like that.
How many teams or anything like that? They don't know yet.
I mean, they're probably gonna have like a qualifying match.
They're probably gonna have a
shit.
number one contenders match tomorrow.
They have like 5 teams. They don't have enough time for that.
Well, of course, we do know one team that's not gonna be in the hunt for that. I mean, of course, the Usos, because he's still hurt, right? So
He's got 6 months.
There you go.
It's not coming back to Survivor Series.
There you go.
One of them partnered up with Zack Ryder this week, and they got
did.
destroyed.
Murdered. Just straight murder. Who do you guys want to see as the IC title? To win the IC title?
Tell the truth, I'm saying this. I do not want to see Barrett. One reason only, because I believe if he does win it again, he's gonna be like, damn. Sorry about that.
He is watching. He's still watching the pay-per-view. We apologize.
Sorry, I just watched Russo give that suplex to Cena on that.
That steel guardrail.
Exactly. Like, damn. But back to my thought was, if Kim Barrett wins it, he has, I want to say he enters that zone of becoming the next Jericho of winning too many Intercontinental Championships.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, it's cool and all, but
Are you saying Scott Hall didn't deserve that?
Scott Hall did, yeah, but
So you're saying Barrett doesn't deserve it?
Barrett deserves it, but so does Jericho. But Jericho's not. I've known Jericho as him who has won the most IC titles, just like Cena and Ric Flair are close to winning. Well, they're tied with the most world titles. Jericho is the lone man with the most IC titles. So are they gonna move? If Barrett wins it, I have a feeling they're gonna go that direction and have him surpass Jericho of winning more IC titles and Barrett winning more.
What's wrong with that though?
That means you gotta keep him at that mid-level card, where I believe that Barrett has the potential to win a world championship. I don't want him to be stuck.
What?
A world title.
Before.
Like, I want him to like not.
Okay. So it doesn't change hands that often. Think about who's in line.
Oh, what, the world title right now?
Yeah.
I mean, that title's not gonna change until Survivor Series. So probably when Brock Lesnar gets back. But throwing new blood, I say you start throwing. Give Barrett some serious push for the WWE World Heavyweight title. Don't keep him mid card just winning IC title. Give him a push.
I can already think of 4 people off the top of my head who it's gonna bounce between, that I'd like to see bounce between before I even see Barrett even smells the sweat on the strap.
Go ahead.
Lesnar, our current champion,
Mm-hmm.
Roman, and Dean. All of them are going to be consistently competing for that World Heavyweight Championship for the next at least 2 years.
Exactly. That's why you gotta throw in some fresh new. Throw Barrett in that.
We've already built the foundation for those 4 people. Why? What purpose would there be to just throw Barrett in there?
Because he's already won other championships.
No, I get that. I get that he's won other championships.
So has Dean Ambrose. He's already won a U.S. title. Reigns, who hasn't won any titles at all. Normally, they just did this with Rollins, who hasn't won any major title when he went to the main roster. He just went straight and won the main WWE championship.
Tag team titles?
Okay, there you go. He
With
won
Reigns?
With Reigns, fine.
You just killed that argument.
Okay, so I just killed my argument. But I want to see Bray Wyatt move up. Yeah, I think he's been in basically WWE longer than those other 4s, and I want to see him move up.
Whether I'm not arguing whether who's more deserving or not. I'm just saying Rollins, obviously, just because he's the current champion, right? Brock Lesnar, because I'm guaranteed he'll never fight for an IC title or a US title. No. Not with the full-time pay, part-time work that he's spewing about.
If he's not fighting for the main title, he's not fighting for
exactly. He barely even shows up when he has it.
Mm-hmm.
Roman, we're giving him that 6 month to a year cool off of all of us wanting to, run into the streets with pitchforks and torches, and then Dean's just because it's still kind of, to me it just makes sense.
Let me put it this way: what's wrong with Barrett holding the most prestigious title in WWE history?
He's already held it.
So what? This is the most prestigious title. Yeah, there's the World Heavyweight Championship. This has been something that has gotten so much pristine over the years. This is the one that every Hall of Famer has held. Not every Hall of Famer has ever held the WWE Championship.
True. I'll give you that.
You're putting, by giving Barrett this title so many times, you're giving him a higher level than anybody else. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
You're guaranteeing Barrett a future Hall of Fame. What's wrong with that? You see this IC title as being mid-card.
Yes.
95% of the rosters and people that watch wrestling see the IC title as the title to have.
So that's...
Because that's what's going to get defended more often. That's the one you're going to see defended on SmackDown, on Raw. More often you'll see a WWE Championship held.
Another way to look at it is the Heavyweight Championship. You're just trying to find your face. That's what you're trying to find.
So that's more like a face title then.
Why do you think Cena's doing this open challenge every week?
Well, because he's trying to build up the U.S. title.
So why won't you give it to somebody that can build that title up? Barrett will easily build that title up.
He already has in the past.
Why not do it again?
Because the IC title does it need to be built up again? I don't think so.
When's the last time that Yeah, I mean the IC title constantly needs to be that title. Especially in a time when Brock Lesnar wasn't around, you needed that IC title to be the top title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Yeah, I will give you that because it was not.
You can't always depend on the championship being defended every single pay-per-view. Because with Brock Lesnar and with times before, we've seen that title will not always be defended. So you need a title to kind of step up and say, you know what? Fuck the WWE Championship. This is the title everybody needs to be gunning for. And Barrett's going to be the guy to get you there.
All right.
So speaking of the IC title, Daniel Bryan's future. Do we see him come back? I need to talk about this right now. I've been holding it in too.
Did everybody give their predictions yet about the
No.
Who
Who do you think is the next title?
for the
IC.
IC? Bray. Give it a Bray. It's fine with me.
Yep, right.
I could see Bray or I could see Zigzag. Just for you, Greedy. Just for you. I'm rooting for you. Rooting for your boy.
I would love to see Ziggler take it. I'm going with Barrett. I think there's no bigger heel that needs a bigger push right now than Barrett.
I think Barrett's too injury prone. I don't think he's going to last the entire year. I think he's going to get some sort of injury before the year's even over.
Really?
Yeah,
That's your reason for not giving it to him. Then why
Yeah.
do we give it to Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania?
He earned it. He deserves it. He never lost the
What?
He
So
never
you're
lost
gonna
the
sit here-
WWE title. He got hurt and had that taken away. He didn't even get a rematch for
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. So your reason for not giving it to Barrett is because he's injury prone.
Yes. He's injury prone.
Then why did we give it to freaking Daniel Bryan, who's now doesn't even know if he's coming back anymore?
Daniel Bryan is way more over than Wade Barrett ever was. That's not even a question. What do you mean? Who's going to elevate that belt more, Daniel Bryan or Wade Barrett?
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett, really?
Yes.
Okay.
When you want to look,
Look,
Daniel fucking Bryan
dog.
was the heavyweight
here's
champion.
my-
Wade Barrett hasn't even been a heavyweight champion.
My thing with your argument is that injury prone bullshit doesn't fucking matter. Cena's fucking injury prone.
What? Look,
How many
Cena
times did that
isn't-
man have surgery last year?
It does.
You're done.
Last
You're done.
year?
You're done. Sit
Last
back.
year?
Sit back. Sit back.
Did he even have surgery last year?
Yes.
On
Because
what?
of that elbow.
His fucking elbow. He had like
Oh,
fucking.
I'm sorry.
He
He had
didn't
a
even really
concussion.
have surgery.
He
in
had
there.
a concussion.
He
I'm
had
sorry.
it drained. It wasn't like it took him out of the game forever.
Sit back.
He can still
Your
work out.
argument is bullshit. Sit back.
Okay.
Injury prone does not mean you do not deserve a title. That doesn't mean
Why haven't we seen Ziggler with a belt for like a year?
Ziggler had the IC title for a while in the beginning of the year. Did you forget the matches he had with
Luke Harper?
with Luke Harper and with Barrett when the Authority first came back?
Yeah,
Sit back.
barely.
Sit back.
It's
Sit
a
back. You're gonna
cloud.
hurt yourself. Sit the fuck
Cloud.
back.
Wait, didn't he lose the IC title before he got technically before
Ziggler
Survivor
lost the title
Series
to Barrett
against-
after the Authority came back.
Yeah, he lost it to Luke Harper, right?
Sit back. Sit back. Don't hurt yourself.
We'll see if
Fall
Wade
off the
Barrett's
mic.
here by SummerSlam,
Fall off the mic.
and they'll still be calling him King, by the way.
By the way, I think Daniel Bryan did not deserve that IC title.
Put the microphone down.
My bad. He did not deserve the IC title.
That got a little hot and heavy a little too fast.
Hashtag Greedy's Corner.
Oh, you have no idea, Brendan. Okay.
All right, back to
Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
I say a year and a half.
I
Because he's
think
fucking injury prone.
I think he's our new Edge. I think he's just gonna call it quits.
That's another one. Your injury prone bullshit. Edge was the perfect example of fucking injury prone. How many world titles did you give him? Sit the fuck back.
What does that have to do with anything? I mean, we're not even talking about Edge right now. All right, don't bring up Edge.
We're talking
Man
about
had
Barrett.
looks.
We're-
He could
we're
talk
talking
on the mic.
So
He
what
could
the fuck
wrestle.
is Barrett doing?
It's too busy fucking getting hurt left and right, doing a whole lot of nothing,
But he
throwing
could-
around Dolph Ziggler, getting hurt.
But come on, man. I mean, okay, Barrett does
We're
get
done.
hurt.
We're done.
But he comes
We're done.
back.
We're done.
Unlike Daniel Bryan.
Stop.
He doesn't come back.
Where do you see Daniel Bryan, Jimmy?
Are you talking about, I completely missed the question.
Where do you
This
see?
chaos.
Do you see Daniel Bryan coming back? Do you see him? How long do you see
Oh,
him
okay.
out? Is
Um,
this it? Fucking injury prone.
Honestly, I don't think he comes back. As much as that hurts me to say, I genuinely
Let's all be honest. We all got teary eyed when he was
Yeah,
talking about
no.
never coming back.
when it's like with any athlete, right? In any sport, when you hear them talk about their injury, right? The sense,
Sorry,
wow,
sorry.
way to kill the mood.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just saw the stupid intro of
The Meta powers.
Yes, so sorry.
So like I was saying, we can all appeal to this with any sport we follow, right? When you hear your favorite player talk about their injury and they seem incredibly positive, they seem uplifted, and they're gonna go through therapy and do what they need to do to get back. There's a very strong likelihood that they'll probably be back. It may take a while, maybe a couple months. But when you hear a guy openly say, "I may ever," and then you hear that pause, he knows something. He knows something.
Choked up.
He got choked up. He knew it. He knows that there's something there. And even if he does come back, he's not going to be the same guy he was, unfortunately. I think I talked about this a couple podcasts ago. I'd like to see him involved backstage. Whether
like a road agent or something like
that. Or maybe even a manager. I'd take a manager.
This is your favorite segment, by the way.
Oh yes, tall glass of milk.
For the working man.
Sorry.
I'd love for him to take some kind of back office position. I still think he needs to be involved. So he will be involved. I'm pretty sure the WWE will take care of him.
They're saying that they're thinking about bringing him on to Tough Enough.
That'd be great.
As a coach.
That'd be awesome. I'd love something like that. But in terms of your question as to whether he comes back or where I see him, as much as it actually pains me to say it, I don't think he's coming back.
It's tough to think about. I'm wishing it's a year and a half, but I don't want to say that that's the last we've seen of Daniel Bryan. It's tough to think about, but I just don't want to say it.
I'll agree with Jump. If he doesn't do Tough Enough, I think they'll probably give him like a role like they did with Stone Cold.
Who's Jump?
Yumi.
Thank you.
I agree with Yumi that if Daniel Bryan does not come back, that they actually give him a role like they did with Stone Cold after he retired.
Jump.
We should make that song.
Continue with your thought.
But yeah, no, I think that we'll give him a role like after when Stone Cold retired after WrestleMania. He had those segments. He was part GM.
There's also talking about bringing him as a GM, but I think with the GM portion of it, you have to get rid of the authority. I don't think you can work Daniel Bryan into the authority anyway.
Yeah, actually, that's probably one of the reasons I said give him either a trainer position or give him a manager position. Because if you think back to 2 years ago when he had that entire fight against the authority, to bring him back as a GM or an actual director position within the authority would make absolutely no sense.
Well, unless they
turn on him, they would turn on him.
I mean, no, that's true. I'll agree with you, Umi. I know this will
they
only happen.
They being the universe would turn on him.
If he does come back as a GM, that's if they get rid of the whole authority plot line. Which I don't know. Do you guys think that's also becoming a little bit stale?
I'm sorry, what?
The authority plot line.
No, I like
that's
it.
Money.
I like it. Mm-hmm. It's almost this. I don't really describe it. I do like the fact that they're moving pieces for everyone. Everyone's almost kind of like a pawn to some extent. I kind of like that still.
They're like a necessary evil, you could probably say.
Yeah, they're
some sort of antagonist.
Yeah,
it looks like it doesn't have a face, but
I'd be heartbroken if I didn't see J&J Security anymore.
Plus, if Daniel Bryan doesn't come back, of course we have his lovely wife wrestling, and
for as long as she stays, I'm pretty sure. I think we talked about this last time. The expectation is for her not to be here any longer either. They want a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
fitting to get knocked up. I think if he's out, she's out.
Yeah. So who knows? But at the end of the day, I think we all agree we want him to come back. We want him to get healthy. We want him to be 100% again, if any way possible. WWE, get him all the help he needs. Trust me, you guys owe him for that one beautiful year leading up to his World Heavyweight Championship.
There's no doubt he built a head of steam going into WrestleMania 30 last year.
All those headbutts from the top rope.
Yeah. Let's hope we see him soon.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Some NXT news I wanted to get into. Just because I'm super psyched. I'm praying that the rumors are true and we see Samoa Joe finally get into NXT this week.
Finally.
Rumors are he will be appearing at Unstoppable on Wednesday. So far, just a rumor, but we are hoping that actually happens. I'm, for one, I'm psyched to see Samoa Joe finally in NXT and in WWE. I think it's something that this company needs, and it's gonna be amazing. So I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, he had put a picture up on Twitter earlier this week, and he was looking a lot leaner than he did in the past. So I think he's definitely showing signs that he's going to be in the WWE quite soon, and we can't wait.
Definitely.
So if Samoa Joe does debut at NXT, does that give the go ahead for Sami Zayn to move up?
Well, that's the question, right? Who's gonna take over that void that Sami Zayn is gonna leave when he gets called up? I think that's more than a viable option. I don't think Samoa Joe's gonna be in NXT for that long.
True. I mean, he is coming from TNA, and he isn't young.
It's one of those things where, this is a guy that has an idea of how this works already. He's been in WWE before, years ago. They just didn't like his talent then. When he went to ROH, when he went to TNA, hits where he kind of blew up. So I think now coming back, he'll be all right. I think it's a couple weeks, maybe a month or two before we see him. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him soon.
If they change his name, I'll be so upset.
They better not change his name.
Well, don't they have to? Because doesn't that like TNA probably some shit? No,
nobody owns it.
Oh, cool.
He's an independent wrestler, independent contractor, so he owns that name.
Nice.
I think that's it, guys.
NXT news. That's all you had.
Well, we got Unstoppable on Wednesday. Big matches. We have
Enzo and Cass.
Enzo and Cass versus Blake and Murph.
Bamf.
I really see. I mean, Enzo and Cass have been fucking blowing up. Anybody that saw videos coming out of NXT Albany and NXT Philly, these guys are on fire right now. The entire universe is fucking loving Enzo and Cass. The mic skills are there. The presentation's there. The ring work might need some work. But these guys are it right now in NXT. It's gonna be fucking amazing. I hope they win that title on Wednesday.
The ladies are gonna battle. Is it a 4-way or is it just Becky Lynch versus Sasha straight up?
The Divas match is gonna be just Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks, which should still be a great match.
Can't wait.
But we also have a tag team match, Divas match. Charlotte and Bayley are going up against Emma and Brooke.
Brooke Adams or not? Brooke Adams,
the Total Diva or whatever.
The new chick.
So that's gonna be a good match there. I think it's only a matter of time before we see Charlotte in the main roster as well. These girls have what it takes already. I mean, they headlined the beginning of NXT this past Wednesday. It was literally 4 or 5 segments straight of just divas, and it was fucking amazing.
Phenomenal.
The contract signing between Sasha Banks and
loved it with Becky.
And Becky Lynch was amazing. I think that was great.
Shout out to Becky Lynch. I don't think people know enough about her. Go look her up on YouTube. I think Finn Balor actually helped train her.
Yes, she worked with Finn Balor. They both came out of Ireland. Sheamus is apparently someone that's worked with her before. So I mean, that's a great thing that we're seeing there, and that should be a hell of a match. We got our boy Tyler Breeze going up against Hideo, going up against Finn
King
Balor,
of Cuteville,
Prince Pretty himself. So that's gonna be a hell of a triple threat match on Wednesday as well. Number 1 contender match to go up against the winner of the championship, which will be Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens as the main event, which will also be one hell of a fucking fight. Of course, so you guys remember from the last takeover, which was an amazing match and a hard fought match. It'll be a fucking knockdown brawl. I can't wait for it. Big night on Wednesday for NXT. Definitely can't wait to watch that.
Can't wait.
I think that's all we got for wrestling news.
Yeah, that was it.
Guys, we got to talk about something.
I have syphilis. No?
That's not what we're talking about.
All right, I'll step away.
You can let yourself out. Yumi has taken the pleasure of creating our new website, guys. We have a website. We have an actual website, guys. We are Raptors Podcast, or excuse me. I apologize. The website is raptorspodcast.com. It is still in the works. There's still a lot of things we're working on. It is live. You guys can go check us out. You can catch our episodes on there. You guys can hit up all our Twitters and all our Facebook information on there. Follow us on there. Just keep an eye out on everything we have on there.
Yeah, we thought it'd be a good idea to get some faces to the voices you will hear, since we don't have a video element of everything, or a video element involved. So we also have a bio page. You can learn a little bit more about us, who we are. It's still in construction, but you'll see.
Can I talk about mine?
Oh, soon, my young Padawan, soon. As we start having more guest hosts, soon, almost there. Just remember edging. He knows what I'm talking about. Edging. You just gotta work it. Yeah. As we start introducing more people into the podcast, now, like, we had Beats today, so we'd like to start adding small profiles for all these people, just so you understand who they are, what connection they have to the show, just to understand who we all are and how we all relate to each other. So feel free to check that out. And now we can talk about
It's Greedy's Corner. I apologize, I'm in work. Yeah, guys. One of the biggest things we do here on Raptors Podcast is we talk about wrestling, and we all have a passion for wrestling. Some of us has a passion for sports. I know I do. So one of the things that we're going to incorporate into this website is now Greedy's Corner. I am taking over the blog. I am blogging, writing different things and articles. So just something to check out if you guys are interested in reading what we're thinking, reading what I'm thinking. That's definitely something to check out there. That's something that we're adding as a new element to our website. Yay.
So look out for that. Greedy's Corner from the RaptorsPodcast.com.
it's just
It's just RaptorsPodcast.com.
Apologize.
See, it's so new, we don't even know what the website is.
So new.
we were battling or arguing, whatever we want to call it, between
Battle,
from the Rafters,
battle.
from the Rafters Podcast or Rafters Podcast, but we decided RaftersPodcast.com.
Short and sweet and to the point.
Yeah, would be easiest to remember.
Was this via a FIFA tournament?
What?
Never mind. I thought you guys probably did like a FIFA tournament to put the name.
Boo.
That's something completely different. Actually,
Get out.
Actually, well, here's something. Anybody has Xbox Live, would you be happy? How about your listeners actually?
Whoa! Let's not jump the gun here.
Calm down.
Calm down,
That's
guys.
mixing two different worlds.
Yeah.
Mm.
You ever seen Seinfeld? When worlds collide? When worlds collide, man.
I'll have to YouTube it.
Yes, you should. It's an excellent show. No,
I won't.
classless. One of the other things we may want to start to incorporate into the site is future events. So we're planning on being at the next Raw in DC.
Woo.
So keep an eye out on the site. We're still trying to figure out what's the best way to deliver that information to you. Obviously, we'll share that on social media, but if there's maybe a more interactive way of getting maybe you guys contributing as well. I know last podcast we talked about potentially maybe doing some, thoughts after the
Oh, yeah.
thoughts after the show.
It's like, what the hell's going on?
No, so if we actually decide to do something like that, we may actually maybe have like a sign-up sheet or something like that, just to make things a little more coordinated. But just keep an eye out. We'll keep you guys posted.
Awesome Con.
Oh yes, Awesome Con. Yes, all three of us, right? We're all gonna be at Awesome Con. It's in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
The Friday before. Oh, week and a half. The Friday before Elimination Chamber.
Oh
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna be a
awesome.
solid week.
Yeah, Awesome Con in DC. We're gonna see our main man Seth Rollins. Natty's gonna be there too.
Oh, Natty will be
God.
there. That she will be.
We gotta
yeah.
keep Kurt on a leash, a very short one. I don't want to get kicked out. I want to get my everything's coming up Rollins poster signed before you ruin it for me.
I also have my Seth Rollins poster ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah, they should have. We're not obviously associated with them, but if you guys actually are interested in meeting Seth and getting a photo up, they have that stuff up on their site. So if you guys want to check that out, it'd be cool. I don't know. I'm a big fanboy. These guys, and I'm a big fanboy for autographs and memorabilia like that. So it's cool. It's always fun meeting your heroes, and
It's kind of annoying sometimes.
it's okay. He has no passion. He has no heart. That's right. You look at me like that. That's the face of someone who
You
knows
son
it.
of a bitch.
Any other admin stuff we want to go through?
Another shout out to Jay Flame. Thank you again for your music, man. Any guys listening, the intro has been done by our boy Jay Flame. Check out his new album, I Am Jay Flame, just released a couple weeks ago. I mentioned in the last podcast. You will be hearing another song at the end, so if you guys are interested in his music, just hang out at the end of it, kind of check it out. He is on iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon Music as well. So definitely worth a listen, guys. Thank you again, Jay Flame, for the music. You are the best.
Shout out to our boy Jay Flame.
Any ideas yet on when we can get him out here?
We will contact him about that. We definitely want to have Jay Flame on the show. Jay Flame, I know you're listening. We want you on the show, baby. Don't worry, we'll get you on here.
Nice.
Oh God, I'm gonna cry. Daniel Bryan's on TV.
Oh jeez.
I think that is it, guys.
Perfect.
I think we have come to the end of our show. Thank you, guys. Beats, we're glad to have you out here again.
Hey, glad to be on anytime.
It's about fucking time. Guys, check us out. We are on Twitter. Twitter.com/Raptors Podcast. At Greedy1989.
At I Got DMV Soul.
At Rafters_Yumi.
Don't forget, RaptorsPodcast.com, guys. Check us out on the website. Send us emails from the RaptorsPodcast@gmail.com. Facebook.com/RaptorsPodcast. All of that stuff you can find on our website.
We have a website.
Our website.
But seriously, yeah, we're open to comments, criticism, hate. I love hate. Just come at.
I don't like hate.
Remember, always check out my personal page. Redtube.com/Yumi.
Wow.
I thought it was Brazzers.
Nah, I jump around.
We gotta keep them guessing.
Contractor.
Good to know.
It's a sponsorship thing.
No. I am not affiliated with RedTube whatsoever. You know you can't make those claims, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Again, check us out, guys. RaptorsPodcast.com. You can email us. You can tweet us. Let us know what you guys think of the site. Again, we're working on it. We got more stuff coming up. Trust us, it's a work in progress that's never going to end. We're here for you guys. Give us your criticism. Give us your thoughts, your concerns, your questions, your input. If you want to be on the show, let us know. We'll try to see what we can do. I am Greedy.
I am C Money.
Yumi.
And then Beats.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.
Ones is cash. You already know who it is. It's J Flame in this bitch. Mr. Make a panties drop, I make it rain in this bitch. I flash and pop tags on the throwback fast. Got some loud in the stash, so if you touch, I blast. Don't get it twisted, I produce, but I'm nice in the booth. I'm the one nigga everybody knew was the truth. I hit the scene, bitch mean, what a wonderful view. Look like the dumb niggas, I ain't done proving it too. So I go and kill the beat just like I always do. You talking loud, but the shit I'm smoking's louder than you. And yeah, I ain't just talking, nigga, it is like this. Man, you hating ass niggas get a clue. Matter of fact, get a grip. You ain't never seen a nigga like me. Fly shit and out of control, I might be blowing on the best pine you can find in the street. Better squint hard, nigga, if you're trying to see me. I'm high.
It's still cool and I'm cruising these avenues and whips. I take them back through days of future past. I'm on that mutant-ish, don't move an inch. Bro, don't even blink, you'll be lost. Niggas never working, so why the fuck you think you a boss? The king is evolved and I'm eating up every album and feature. Send him out if you doubting my superpowers are genius. I do without any sleep and still survive any war. I'm the dude you die to be. People show me piety, Lord, I'm a heathen. Born as a beast and got fangs and fur, then I'm flexing. All I need's a home and loud and a bay with bourbon complexion, my personal preference. I need that payment advance or I may just cut niggas up. I got the blade in my hands, taking a stance like it's martial arts. I'm macho, nigga. You'll never match his macho. Why? Cause that's impossible, nigga. So watch him and listen. Young is undefeated at this second coming of Christ. Niggas can't believe I exist. Izzy.
Yeah. Cold War is the squad, bang D is the movement. Hey look, all this is amazing. This congregation of greatness, the number of different faces, everybody's adjacent. Watching my every move as I glide through the room. Panamera style, too fly to the room. Nothing better to do, so I tell them all about you. About how you 5'9", you every side was fly. You 205, cut like a bag of ice. You nice on the mic, plus you fly the moonlight. One strike to ignite, fire the candlelight. 2 tears in the bucket, fuck it, I'm out of sight. Airborne in flight, where we going tonight? Downtown MIA, you know we MIA. Catch a couple of flashes, walking amongst the masses, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The bang gang we trust, you know why, my nigga, we illustrious. Now wings up, nigga.